Hello children, I hope all of you are doing fine. Now continuing with the next lesson of our writing skills, it is article writing. Okay. Now what do you understand by the meaning article writing? Now you've seen different types of articles everywhere. Now you must have heard newspapers, you must have heard and seen newspapers, read articles in them. Then even in your school, reflection newsletter, you have got articles written in. Then magazines, different type of magazines, be it the magazines that are subscribed by the women, or film magazines, or educational journals, or medical journals, and all. You have got articles written in them, isn't it? Now these articles, if you see when they are written in them, they are not just written anyhow and just in an haphazard manner. It is written in a systematic manner. There has to be a format that has to be followed if you want to write an article there. So now what do you understand by the term article, how you go about writing it, all that you are going to be learning in this topic. Okay. Now what do you mean by article? An article is a long piece of composition which can be written on a variety of topics related to sports, medicines, politics, literature, philosophy, and so on. So it is actually a wide range of topics that you can be writing an article on. Now here, what are the requirements, or what has to be kept in your mind when you write an article? The writer shares his viewpoint on social or environmental issues. Now he is sharing his viewpoint on any one of the issues what he is writing about, like either it could be a social issue or an environmental issue. Like for example, now women's status in society, he is writing about that topic. Then an event of general interest and concern. For example, it could be on any of these various topics he could be writing. So new trends in the society, what is a new thing that is happening in the society. Then what are the other topics on which he could be writing? National or international issues. Now which is the most widely talked and discussed international issue is this pandemic what we are going through, isn't it? So that different people have their opinions and they keep writing articles. It could be just about the discoveries what they have made, or how much developed they have made into finding the latest vaccine, or updating us about all that. Then the article may be descriptive or argumentative. So now it is if it is something new, if a scientist is writing an article, he may be writing about his discoveries, whatever he is doing, or whatever what sessions are happening in his lab. So he is giving a full detailed report about what it is. Or it could be argumentative issues, or it could be topics that can be discussed where some people are for it and some people are against it. So those are the argumentative issues. Now anything here, any topic you take, then people can make big issues out of it. So there maybe this particular person who is writing an article wants to give his opinion, so he may be talking for it. Another person who may read it and he may have something to speak against it. So like that way type of topics are what you see in article writing. Now what are the features of an article writing? So what are the requirements that has to be kept in mind when you write an article? It should have a suitable title. Now when you take a newspaper, and if you just have a glance at the newspaper, you will see that each article that is written there has a headline. It does just not directly start with the content, isn't it? They don't directly start with the content of it. There is a heading given, and then only after that the article starts. Now so a suitable title. The article should suggest the main idea of the article. Now, what is it that you are writing about? What is it that you are going to write in your given article? That should be conveyed through your heading itself. Like for example, when you walk into a bookstore, you just pick out a book. When you look at the title of the book, you will say, okay, this story could be centered around it. Now, when you take a Harry Potter book, okay, this book is all going to be centered all about wizards and magic and spells and all this way. So, like that way, when you look at an article, when you look at the heading itself, you can understand what this article is all about. Then, second one is the byline. Byline means the name of the person who is writing the article. Okay. So, because we should know who is the person who is writing the article. It is not that all these articles are written by anonymous people. No, there are people who are writing, who are professional writers, who are reporting it, newspaper reporters and everything. So, they want to be known for their articles, and also it is necessary that you have to write a byline. The byline, that is nothing but the name of the person who is writing the article. Okay, who is writing the article. Then, next thing that has to be kept in mind when you are writing an article is the language. The language should be simple and clear. Okay, the language should be simple and clear. Then, logical organization of the contents. So, whatever you are writing about, it should be arranged in a sequence. It should be arranged in a systematic manner. Not that what you want to talk last should be written first, and then in the middle you have a mix up of all your article, and then finally what happens is the person who is reading the article does not have any idea about what he has read. It should be in a logical arrangements of your article. The points should be arranged in a sequence. So, that is how you have to go about, or what are the things that have to be kept in mind when you are about to write an article. Now, what is the format? Now, everything has a format, isn't it? Especially any topic that we are doing in writing skills has a format. So, the format is, first one is the heading. Usually that will be written at the center of the article. Okay. Now, in newspapers and all, we see that not all the titles are written at the, it depends upon the space you get. So, some occupy the whole thing. So, here as we are going to be only talking about articles in the school magazine and all, here the article will be centered in the middle of the line. Then immediately after that, without leaving a line, next you will write the byline, that is then usually the name of the person who is writing the article. Sometimes you will have it here immediately after your heading, or some people prefer to write it at the end of the article. Both are acceptable, but it is better to go by this, where the byline is written immediately after the title. Then you leave a line, and then you have the contents of your article. Usually we try to break it up within 3 paragraphs. First one is introductory paragraph, where you are introducing your topic. Second one, you go about with the contents, whatever you want to be writing, but all arranged in a sequence or logical manner. And then finally, third paragraph, you try to summarize it, and then you come to a conclusion. You just do not have an abrupt ending for your article. Then tips for writing an effective article. How will you go about writing an effective article? Now, first we know what is the first one is the heading. Now, when you write the heading, the first letter of the heading should be capitalized. Means that every word of your title, the first alphabet should be capitalized. Now, for example, if the title of your article is pollution a menace, how you will go about writing? The first alphabet of that word, P, A and M, all the first letters have to be written in capital. Then whatever heading you are giving, it should be such that people are interested in reading it. So, if you are writing an article about school or something, you just don't put school. No, you try to give a catchy title so that people who are reading about it generate that interest to start reading articles. So it should be eye catching. That means what? It should ignite an interest in the reader. Understood? It should make the reader inquisitive as to what could be the contents of this article. Then it should be catchy. The title should be catchy, that the minute he reads it, he becomes inquisitive that what could be, and then he wants to start reading it. Second point, of course, that is nothing but the name of the writer. Then the third one is the introductory paragraph. There, when you are you are about to begin with your article, you have to create an interest. Okay. Now, how can you create an interest? You have to make people, you are inducing people to start reading your article. How can you create an interest? You can start off with a joke, you can start off with an idiom, or you can begin by asking a question, a slogan. You can start off with a joke or stating a fact. Okay. So these are some of the ways in which you can induce people to start reading your article. Asking a question, cracking a joke, stating a fact, or slogan. Then what could be the contents of your second paragraph? The contents of your second paragraph, you have to write, you can't write lies. Everything that what you are writing in an article has to be proven facts. So facts, examples, evidence, or it's something of your personal experience, something which you would like to share it with the general public. All that you can it will come in your second paragraph, the contents of your second paragraph. Then finally, if you want to end it, you can offer solution, give suggestions, give advice, and further on, and then you can end your article writing. So that is how you go about writing an article. So these are some of the things that you have to keep in mind when you write an article. Then here I have given you a sample. Okay. Now here, sample 1. You don't approve of the ways in which people waste water. To spread the awareness among the students, write an article on conserve water to be published in the school magazine. Now listen here children, if you look at the question here, you have told that you are not in favor of what is happening, how people are using water. There's a lot of wastage. You want to create awareness among whom? Among the students. And you have to write an article, and what should be the title of your article is also given. Where you are going to write the article? School magazine. Now see what all information is given. You want to spread awareness among whom? Among the students. The title that has to be there for the article is also given. So you can go by it, or if you want, if you have a better one, you can go by you can write that one. So you are starting off how you will go about writing an article. Conserve water. Now what did I say? That the first alphabet of your title should be capitalized. So that's what I have highlighted here in green. Okay, that is now you have begun with the writing of your article. So heading, first line heading, which should be eye catching. Then you are writing, I forgot to put the byline. You can put the byline here. So since you are writing, you can put your name there, because the name is not given. So I am just putting XYZ. You can put your name there. Okay. Then after that, after the byline, you leave a line. Then see how the person has begun his article. Water, water everywhere, not a single drop to drink. So here you are beginning it how? Your beginning should be such that you are drawing the attention, to draw the reader's attention. Okay, you are wanting the reader to start reading your article. So what better way is there for you by making a catchy caption, isn't it? So, yeah, water, water everywhere, not a single water to drink. So, that is how you are going to start with your this thing. Then after that you leave a line, then see how he goes about writing his article. The first paragraph. These lines are proving true as the scarcity of water is catching on around the world. This is a result, this is a result of man's undue harvesting of natural resources. So, now what are the causes for this problem to start? Okay, you are exposing the topic by giving reasons how water is wasted. Okay. So, this is how in the first paragraph, see how what are the contents of your first paragraph. You are writing there how you are what are the reasons for this wastage of water. Then second paragraph, we need water not only for our personal needs but also for agriculture and industries. When there is plenty of water, we tend to waste it by leaving the taps running. Our carelessness leads to a lot of waste. So, now these are the reasons why we tend to waste water. Now, see the third paragraph, what he is written, what the person has written, suggestions on how to save and conserve water. We have to conserve each and every drop of water which is being wasted today. So, now he is giving his suggestion. Now, what are the solution? How is he going to, what are the methods by which you can, conserve water? Conclusion, giving ideas, suggestions or measures, hope and warning. Like, if we do not follow water, afforestation schemes need to be launched on a big scale. Eco clubs should be established in all the schools to spread awareness among the students about the need to save environment. Only then we can ensure safe future for our coming generations. Otherwise, the day is not far when we witness another world war, not for land but for water. So, this is how he or she has written an article about how to go about conserving water. Okay. So, now this is your first example. Now, moving on to your second example. Example 2. Sample 2. URO at Saini. Traffic jams and road accidents are common in your city as people don't follow the traffic rules. Write an article in about 200 words for your school magazine on safe driving. So, here also the title is given what. So, you can stick with it. Now, they have also done you a favor. They have even given you a clue as to what are the points that has to be included into your article. Take the help of the following points. Follow the lane, use safe petrol, save money, then cut down the risk of accidents, save yourself from heated arguments, you reach your destination faster. So, these are some of the points that you have to include in your article. So, now how you go about writing it, the format. Since the title is already given, you put safe driving. Now, see, S is capital, D is capital. Now, who you are, the person who is writing this article, please don't write your own name, it is already given in the question who you are. So, by Rohit Saini. Then, you are going to start your article, leave a line. Then, increasing population in Indian cities has given rise to increased number of people and vehicles on the roads. This leads to frequently occurring road accidents and big traffic jams which last for hours and cause delay and discomfort to many. One of the major reasons behind this is disregard to traffic rules by the people. So, now here in the first paragraph he is given us the cause for this to happen. Why? Because of the disregard for the traffic rules by the people. Okay. Then, second paragraph, drive slowly, be safe. He is given a slogan. is often quoted but rarely followed. To keep the traffic running smoothly, it is necessary that we follow our lane and not jump from one to another. Now, lanes, you know what are lane, for driving on the lanes. You must have noticed that whenever you use roads, you will see white lines across this thing. That is the lanes. Each lanes are assigned for the different speed of the innermost lane is for driving at speed. For middle lane is for the those who want to drive at the medium speed, and the outermost lane is for the people who are not in a hurry and they want to relax and drive at a slower pace, and also those who want to change lanes, or if they want to take a diversion, and also that's why they occupy the last lane. So that is what to say, and jump from one lane to another. You must have noticed, like most Indians they are not very organized when it comes to driving. They all of a sudden they just jump lanes. They don't even give their indicators are not given on time, or it is just last minute they switch on the indicator saying they want to take a left turn or a right turn, and a sharp turn is taken, and then what happens? It causes an accident. So that is what, not to jump from one lane to another. Smooth and uninterrupted running of vehicles helps save petrol. If traffic keeps moving continuously, we save both time and money. See now how this person has included all the given clues that were given in your question. Then next paragraph. If you follow traffic rules, you not only cut down the risk of accidents to a large extent, but also avoid many unpleasant heated arguments. Now that is what mainly you see here happening on the roads. People don't follow the traffic rules, and then what happens is they end up fighting. All of a sudden you will see a big pile up of cars and lorries and buses, and then people just get down from the vehicle and then they start their arguments. Then if you want to reach your destination faster and safely, to obey traffic rules. So now the final advice that he is giving is, if you want to be on time anywhere, it is best that you follow the traffic rules. So this is how you go about writing an article. This, because the clues were given, you used all those clues in your paragraph, and then finally you are summarizing it, how you obey, and then what happens is you reach your destination on time. Then next one, practice homework. You are Ramesh or Ruchika. Write an article in around 150 to 200 words for your school magazine on the topic life without modern gadgets. Okay, so this is what you have to be writing. Now children, whatever you saw in this module video has to be written into your notebook also. Okay, since it is a video, you can play it over and over, and everything whatever I have given, the format, the features, the sample 1, sample 2, and of course the homework also has to be written into your notebook, because don't think that okay, writing skills, the teachers are not going to be checking our books. We will ask you to mail us because your homework part, everything. So don't think that you all can use your simple tricks and go about fooling the teacher. That will not happen.